up, y'all? Welcome back to my channel. It's Ray, and today I am going to be doing another video in my stash series, and I actually have 3 different categories, but it's not enough to me in each category to do a separate video, so I am trying to just round out this stash series and put them all in one video. Hopefully you guys don't mind that, but I'm just trying to get it over with. So we have basically in this series, I have oils, I have edge controls, and I have rinse out conditioners. So I never did do my rinse out conditioners, and anyway, I just kind of threw them all together, and then I think I got 2 items that don't fit in really any of these categories that was in my stash as well, so I just threw those in too. So hopefully you will enjoy this video, even though it is a hodgepodge of items. And yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get started. I do want to say excuse my appearance because it is Sunday, and basically we just got up and we streamed church and watched it online, and I did the bare minimum with my hair, and I don't even have on any earrings. But anyway, I'm at home. I'm quarantined like everybody else, so I don't always want to get all dolled up just to do a video. So I hope you guys understand that. So let's get started. I think I'm going to start with my oils just because they are on top and I can easily get to them. So yeah. So first of all, in my oil stash, I have the Pure Oils Silk Elements Natural Oil Blend. I just did a video on this line, and this came with the other items that I purchased. If you haven't seen that video, I'll try to link it here. But it's a natural oils blend. I think I used it probably once just to put a little bit oil in my scalp or something, just to see, you know, does it do anything, whatever. Again, I didn't really get any effects from it, so it's still full, and I will not repurchase. And I'm just going to say this to all these oils, I'm not going to repurchase because I just don't do oils like that. If I was to repurchase one, it would be the Main Choice Growth Oil, and for some reason I do like this oil. This is one of the Main Choice products that I did enjoy. It's about down to here. It smells great and it's very light, so I don't feel like I get that greasy feeling when I use this particular oil. So sometimes I will if you've ever seen a video of mine where I might have like a little cast on my hair or something like that, I'll take this and this gets it off and I don't get that greasy feeling. So if there's any oil that I would purchase, it would be this one, but I'm not even sure that I'll repurchase this just because I don't use oils that often. But this is in my stash as well. The next thing in my stash for oils is the Unicurl Aloe and Almond Moisture Sealing Hair Oil, and I did use this along with, in the review that I did, I used this to take down, no, I didn't do a twist out, I did a wash and go with the Unicurl, and there was white stuff on my hair, and I used this to try to get that off, and it worked a little bit. And I didn't mind this oil. I think this oil was pretty light as well. And it smells okay, and I didn't really feel like there was a greasy feeling that much with this either. So this is a pretty good oil. So if I was to recommend oils to you, I think I would recommend one of these 2 as far as giving you what you need as far as nutrition, a little bit of shine, and it's not greasy. These would probably be really good ones. But again, I just don't feel like I get enough, I see enough benefit from oils to use them like that. I don't have an itchy scalp. I don't oil my scalp really. I will use them on my ends just to kind of protect my ends. So that's mainly what I use oils for if I use them. I don't really use them to take down my twists because I just feel like they just sit on my hair and I don't necessarily like that feeling. So, but those are two pretty good ones that I like. The next oil in my stash is the Melanin Multi-Use Pure Oil Blend. As you can see, I've had it for a while, probably going on a year, and it's still up to here. I just don't use it that much. It's supposed to be a really light oil, but to me those other two are a little lighter than this. That's my opinion, so I would not repurchase this. The next oil I have in my stash is the Shea Moisture 100% Pure Shea Oil, and it comes with a pump. I've had it for a long time and it's kind of just been sitting. It's about right to here. That I got this back when I was trying to use oils and, you know, taking down my twist and putting it on top of my hair for shine and all that, and then I just realized I don't need it, I don't want it, I don't like it. So this is in my stash. I would not repurchase. The next oil in my stash, this is just olive oil. It was the Allocate Natural Essential 17 hair growth oil, which I did use up. I used to do oil rinses and things of that sort. And when I emptied the bottle, I just put olive oil in here because it had the nozzle and it was easy to do oil rinses in the shower. But I no longer do oil rinses that often either, so you can see it's still full. But this Essential 17 growth oil, it wasn't bad. It had a lot of little things down in the bottom, horsetail and all that, I think it was, and you had to shake it up and put it on your hair. A lot of people like it, so if you haven't tried Allocate's oil and you like oils, you may give hers a try. But that's what was in this bottle, but this is olive oil. So that's in my stash. The next thing I have is the Eden Body Works Papaya Castor Scalp Massaging Serum. It came with the same samples that I showed you before from this line. This is what you put on your scalp, and you massage your scalp and everything with this as well. As you can see, I didn't really use it. It's up to here, and I don't think I used this at all. And it's been in my stash, but it's a thicker oil. I would not repurchase it. I probably will give that away. The next oil I have is the Silk Elements Pure Oiled Avocado Oil. It came with the Silk Elements line too, and this is in the dropper form. I did try to use it a little bit and still wasn't impressed. I mean, my hair was greasy. So I would not repurchase that, but that's in my stash. And the next oil I have is the, this is the Main Choice, this is the Main Choice oil that I like. This is the Main Choice bottle, but I have grapeseed oil in that because I realized that grapeseed oil I liked better than olive oil because it was a little bit lighter. So then I got on the grapeseed oil wagon and I put it in here because it had a dropper to it. I'm not going to be using grapeseed oil either. So anyway, that's what that was. So that was in my stash, olive oil and grapeseed oil. And last but not least for oils is the well, this is somewhat of oil too. So this is a Carol's Daughter Hair Mimosa Hair Honey. It says it's a pomade, so I could have actually put it with the stuff I had yesterday. But as you can see that when it gets warm, it turns into an oil, but it looks like that. It's very much like a grease consistency. And I used to use this on the ends of my twist to just protect my ends and everything, and it wasn't bad. But again, this can tend to be a little bit greasy, and it's old. I haven't used it for a long time, and I would not repurchase. And then last but not least is the Jamaican Black Castor Oil. This is the actual mango and lime. This oil smells pretty good. It's Jamaican Black Castor Oil. I would repurchase this again because it's supposed to be really good for hair growth, so if you know your edges and things like that. But I don't really have problems with my edges, but what I would use this for again would be in the winter. I would use it on my ends when I'm doing twists and I'm going to leave them in for a while. I'll seal those twists in with this oil to keep my ends protected for a longer period of time, because it is a heavy, thicker oil that won't evaporate as quickly as the thinner oils, in my opinion. So I probably would buy this again when I'm through with it, but it's gonna take me a while to get through this. It's still up to here, and I just don't do that many twists. But if I was to do mini twists and keep them in as a style, I would definitely put this on my ends. So that is pretty much for my oils. Now I'm gonna move on to edge controls. So first in my stash for edge controls is the Eden Body Works Control Edge Glaze. It's coconut and shea line. And this one is about gone. It's clear so you can't hardly see it, but there is some in there. It smells pretty good, and I actually like this edge control. I think it is a pretty good edge control. I have another one already in my stash. I just haven't opened up yet. But when I did my braids for my trip to Jamaica, or my actually cousin did my braids for me, this is one of the edge controls that she used to make sure that my edges were, you know, laid back or whatever. So it has a pretty thick consistency to it, and when you put it on your edges do lay down. Now, for those of you who want your edges laid down for 24 hours straight and not have them move, you may not be happy with this. But for those of you who want your edges to look good for some hours and majority of the day, then you probably will like this. I like it. So and I don't get a whole lot of flaking with these edge controls either, so that's a good thing. The next edge control I have is the Curls Blueberry Bliss Curl Control Paste, and it looks like this. It is very it smells very good. It's very much pasty too. What I will say about this one is I don't think it holds quite as well as the coconut shea as far as your edges are concerned. I have used it on my edges, but what I normally use this for is as a finisher. So what I mean by that is I'll do a wash and go sometimes, and I will take some of this at the end of my wash and go after I've applied my gel and everything, put it in my hands, and it will turn kind of oily like, and I will put it on my ends and everything. It adds a nice shine. This is shiny, so your edges will be shiny too if you use it for your edges. So it adds a nice shine to my wash and goes, as well as get the flyaways. So any frizz or flyaways you have, this will take care of it. So that's what I usually use this for. And I probably would repurchase it. However, I already have one that's gonna take me a while to get through, and it's brand new. But I also have it in the passion fruit scent, and I started out with this one. I used this one before I ever knew about this one, and I love this one. It smells really good too. To me, I feel like it's a tad bit thinner than the blue one. And I use it as a finisher as well, and on my edges. I feel like, to me, this one works a little bit better than the blue one. That's my opinion. So I have these, and I would repurchase this and use it, like I said, on my ends of my wash and goes, on flyaways. I will say that this works better on wet hair than it does dry. Some edge controls work better on dry hair. The Eden's Body works really well on dry hair, but this one, because it is so, it has something in it. Let me see. I don't know if it's the glycerin, the oil, I don't know what it is in this, but it's so soft, and whatever makes it shine, what happens is when your hair is wet, it just smooths on really well, but when your hair is not wet, it doesn't smooth on quite as much. And I have not gotten any flaking with either of these either. So if you haven't tried them, I say pick them up, give them a try. But yes, these would be repurchases. The next thing I'm going to talk about, I guess, is going to be these two awkward things, which is the Finishing Solutions Ion Finishing Solutions alcohol-free hairspray, and I have this in my stash, and I have not used it. I got this because I was going to use it for a twist out. I was just kind of going to hold the twist out in place. I got this idea from another YouTuber. I Am Simply Simone or something like that. Her YouTube channel used to be something else and she just changed it to that, but she used to use a hairspray. I tried to find one without silicones. I couldn't. So I picked this up and I never did use it just because I was like, I just didn't feel like it. Once I did my twist out, I just didn't feel like that I needed it. So I have it in my stash. But since I'm talking about finishers and edge controls, I just put that in since that would be something you would put on your hair after you finished styling it, as well as the Palmer's Coconut Oil Hair Polisher Serum. I'm gonna put it in this category as well because you will put this on your hair after you finish styling it. And the reason I have this is because after I was doing one of the videos for using other YouTubers wash and goes, Minnie Marley used a serum to break her gel cast and give some shine to her hair. And so I picked this up and I did use it, and I didn't feel like that I needed it because my hair, after I used those products that she used, didn't really have the hard gel cast that she had that I feel like I need to break. And then I felt like this gave a dullness to my hair once I added it. So I won't use it again. And I think I put that in that video at the bottom that I didn't need the hair serum. So I have this and I will not repurchase it. I don't really use serums. This would be good if I was going to heat style, I guess, or straighten my hair. This probably would be good for that. I believe this one does not have silicones in it though, so, or maybe it does. I'm not sure, but anyway, I'm not going to repurchase anyway. Okay, so the next thing that I'm going to get into that doesn't really have a place in this is the Thermal Shield Heat Protectant by Cantu. I bought this and used it when I was straightening my hair. It was okay. I mean, I don't straighten my hair that often to really say yes or no, this is the best heat protectant out there. I don't use a lot of heat protectant, so I can't tell you that. It's gonna take me a while to use this. Will I repurchase it? I don't know. I just don't straighten my hair that often, although I do plan on straightening it here soon, just to see how long it is. And actually I may try to clip my ends, maybe. Don't hold me to it. I'm thinking about it. And then maybe do a straight style on my hair. So anyway, I have that in my stash. I may repurchase. And then this I have in my stash that was in the back, and I probably should have put this with my cleansers, but I didn't see it. It is the Aztec Secret Indian Healing Clay. I've been wanting to do a clay treatment for a while, but it is, you know, to cleanse your hair, so it should have been with that. So, but I'm going to go ahead and list it because it's in my stash here. So I do have that. It has not been opened, it's still sealed, but I do plan on doing a clay wash sometime soon. So I can't speak on whether I will repurchase because I've never used it before. So I have that in my stash. And the next thing I have in my stash is Thermal Texture ID Thermal Multi-Styling Foam, which is here. It's still taped and never been used. Can't say whether or not I will repurchase it, but I have this because I do plan on doing a set style using either the Flexi Rod sets or the regular Afro Rod sets. So I have that. I've just been putting it off. So guys, encourage me to try these new styles because I want to, but it's just so easy to do a wash and go or a twist out, something that I know. But anyway, I have that in my stash that I plan on using. The next thing I have is the Shea Moisture Jamaican Black Castor Oil Strength and Restore Anti-Breakage Spray with shea butter and peppermint. This is also a heat protectant, and this is what I used when I did my braids. I think I used both of these. because this was a little liquidy and I had never really straightened my hair before, so I was like, I need something a little bit thicker. So this is a little bit thicker, so I put double protection on my hair, and I didn't get any heat damage, so I'm assuming that they work. So yes, I have that in my stash. And the next thing, AJ, shut my door, please. I'm trying to film. AJ, thank you. And then the next thing I have in my stash is the NaturalRaeRae Aloe Water Daily Hair Primer Anti-Frizz Moisturizer. It's almost gone, it's down to here. I actually put some of it in this. It says aloe water, and was spraying it because I like this spray better than this one. But this in here now is not this, is actually real aloe juice and water, and I use it sometimes but not that much. But I would not repurchase this because for one, I did have the NaturalRaeRae gel. I did not like it. It was too thin for me. I couldn't get it to work and it flaked really badly. And then a oil came with this as well, and it was just okay. So I was just trying to use this up as a hair refresher. I wouldn't repurchase. I don't feel like it really did a whole lot, and I just feel like if I'm going to use aloe and water, which is what this is, I can make it myself. It's distilled water and aloe vera. So get your own aloe vera or aloe vera juice, add some water to it, and you have it yourself. So, and you don't have to pay the money for this. So I would not repurchase that. And the next hair refresher I have is the Sotanicals Nappylicious Kink Drink. Not impressed. This doesn't work, and I won't repurchase. Now onto my rinse out conditioners. Oh, I'm sorry, one more hair refresher. The Obia Naturals Curl Hydration Spray. It's pH balanced. I used this once to refresh your wash and go, or at least just give it a little bit of moisture. It worked okay. I wasn't really wowed by it, so I need to use it more. It's still full. I need to use it more. I think I got this, I think you had to buy so many things and then you may get this for free or half price or something. I think that's how I got this. I'm not even really sure, but I need to use it to more. They really speak on it. I like Obia Naturals products. I've talked about them before on my channel multiple times. So I don't want to talk about, I don't want to say anything negative about this yet, but just because I have not used it enough. So I need to give this some more use, and I'll come back and let you know whether I would repurchase that or not. Okay, now to my rinse out conditioners, and we're almost done. So I don't have many, but first on my list is Shea Moisture Coconut and Hibiscus Curl and Shine Conditioner, which I talked about. I do use this as a leave-in sometimes as well, but it's great as a rinse out conditioner to moisturize your hair. It is about down to here, so I need to restock up on it, and yes, I will repurchase it again. The next one I have is the Shea Moisture Raw Shea Butter Moisture Retention Conditioner, which I really like too. It's actually a really good one as well, and you can use this as a leave-in as well. So once I use this up, I'll go ahead and pop this one open and start using this one. And when it's gone, I probably will repurchase one of these again. So I mean, I like them. They have a lot of slip and they pack a lot of moisture in my opinion. So, and you can use them as leave-ins if you want to. And they're really good ingredients. There's no sulfates, no parabens, no phthalates, no mineral oil, no animal testing, no petroleum. And there's not supposed to be any silicones in here or anything. So yeah, can't beat that. The next thing I have in my stash is the VO5 Strawberries and Cream Moisturizing Conditioner. I talked about these a lot in the past as far as using for detangling my hair. And they used to really work well with detangling, and they still do. But they used to be a little bit more moisturizing to me. I don't know if they changed the formula or not, but I'm not getting the same moisture boost that I used to get with these. So even after I use these to detangle, sometimes I just feel like I need to go in with another conditioner, or either, you know, make sure that I deep condition on that particular day, and I didn't used to feel that way. So these are cheap. They're $1 or less depending on where you get them from. So I don't know that I will repurchase these again, because I just feel like I can detangle better with these. I even think I can detangle and get a little bit moisture with the Suave, which I don't have on hand, but I have used before. So there's a Suave Naturals Coconut conditioner, and it comes in a bigger size than these, that I feel like gives me just a little bit more moisture. So I'm going to say, once I use these up, I probably won't repurchase them for a while. And this is the only brand that I would use to detangle, because this had the most slip to me. The strawberries and cream. They have a lot of other scents, and not all of them are equal. So not all of them have a lot of slip where you can detangle. So that's that. The next thing I have as a rinse out is the Mono's Hair Curl Co-Wash and Conditioner. So you can use this as a co-wash or a conditioner that you rinse out. And I wasn't pleased with this at all. I didn't feel like it had enough slip for a co-wash, and I didn't feel like it moisturized that well for a conditioner. So anyway, I wouldn't repurchase this. I just wasn't impressed with the line in general, so nope. And last but not least is the Unicurl Moisture Fantasy Moisturizing Conditioner. This is a 3 to 5 minute conditioner. Takes the place of a deep conditioner. You put it in, you rinse it out, and I love it. I saved the best for last, or to end up, not the best for last, but I wanted to end up on a high note. I would repurchase this over and over and over again. I felt like I got the moisture. I felt like I got the slip to detangle and everything with this conditioner. So yes, I would repurchase this again. So that is it for my stash. I think I am pretty much done. If I find something else, I'm sorry. It'll have to be next year if I do the same thing next year. So yes, that is it. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed this whole entire series. If you did, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. Make sure that you subscribe. Still trying to hit 1,000 this month. I'm probably not gonna hit it by the 20th, which is tomorrow, I think. But I still want to hit it by April if I can. I'll be happy with by the end of April. So make sure that you're subscribed to the channel and you're following me over on Instagram. And until next time, thanks for watching. Bye.